pushes them towards the edge of their seats.
Oh,
Riders will
hell
feel like the ride vehicle is going to break off at any moment, but the masterful magic of engineering keeps them in place.
It's your boy Sad Tag with another one. Gonna be reacting to the top 10 scariest roller coasters, scariest rides by Theme Park Crazy. If y'all haven't seen my last video and y'all NBA fan, NBA is officially back, so go watch that video. I'll be dropping this the morning of, so I'm gonna drop the NBA video at night and drop this one in the morning. So if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, we're going crazy the rest of 2020. Well, without further ado, let's get straight into it. It's a 12-minute video, so let's get straight to it. Not hold y'all too long. Let's get it. I don't love roller coasters, so hopefully y'all fucks with these. Depending on where they're at, though.
You'll know that I talk about roller.
I was gonna react to the accidents one, but then that would make me not want to ride no more roller coasters. So I was like, nah.
Roller coasters on a regular basis, but there are just so many other types of rides that are just as scary or even scarier.
Oh hell no!
We're gonna be taking a look at some of the
This is on the side of a cliff
rides
or a mountain.
The term scary is pretty vague though, so for this list, we'll be focusing on.
Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, that shit's pretty high. What the fuck?
Here are the top 10 rides most likely to give you acrophobia. Number 10.
What's acrophobia?
Philippine Sky Experience Adventure. Let's start off this list with a trip to Cebu City in the Philippines. This city is known for its historic religious buildings and beautiful vistas. But within the city, there's an extra special treat for
what the fuck, bro?
Located atop the Crown Regency Hotel.
Oh, that's a sick-ass building, bro.
Experience Adventure. This park features a rock climbing wall, a glass
no.
skywalk, and a truly terrifying ride named Edge Coaster. Despite its name, this ride isn't technically a roller coaster since it isn't powered by gravity. But the terror it instills in riders nevertheless makes it a noteworthy thrill ride. Don't be fooled by its speed. This slow-moving powered ride will do more than enough to rattle your fear of heights. Passengers start by boarding a two-person ride vehicle. They then navigate around the edge of the building, facing outwards towards the city's skyline. As if this wasn't enough, the ride vehicles tilt downwards. The force of gravity pushes them towards the edge of their seats.
Oh,
Riders will
hell
feel like the ride vehicle is going to break off at any moment, but the masterful magic of engineering keeps them in place. This one-of-a-kind attraction is a masterpiece of fear extraction, and if you think you're brave enough, feel free to book a ticket.
That ain't even fun.
Number 9.
You didn't get that feeling of a drop, bro? What the fuck's that? You're pretty much just trying to die.
There's no questioning how terrifying it is. Located in Los Angeles' iconic U.S. Bank Tower, this slide is part of an entertainment venue named the OUE Sky Space. This venue features a bar, an observation deck, and of course, its signature glass slide. This rectangular slide is composed almost entirely of clear glass panels. Passengers board simple fabric mats and make their way down. While only a few seconds long, the fear this slide invokes proves that big scares.
Oh, that's not that too far, but I still wouldn't do that shit. That's not too long.
Down undoubtedly applies here, as the glass slide gives an absolutely petrifying view of the city.
I would never. That's pretty sick as view, but I would never do that, bro.
This slide and
you really trust in the glass?
It certainly had its fair share of terrified screams over the years. Look down if you dare, but if you're afraid of heights, this slide could very well be your worst.
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights. I ain't even going up there.
Cloud Scraper Zipline at Colorado's Royal Gorge Park. Next up, we have the first of 3 Colorado rides on this list. There are countless zip lines out there, perhaps more than one can possibly keep track of. But if you're looking for the most terrifying zip line of all, one can easily make the case for the Cloud Scraper. Just like the bridge, the Cloud Scraper takes guests over 900 feet above the Arkansas River.
The only zip line I've been on was
something straight out of a Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
In Lathrop, whatever. You don't know where that is.
guests will slowly make their way across the giant chasm
A little
with only
freaking
a harness
little.
between you and a deadly
I forgot what
drop
it's
downwards.
called.
This is not recommended
tired
for
right
the
now.
acrophobics out there. If you're a hardcore thrill seeker, though, head on down to Colorado and test
That shit was like
Number
not
7.
even that high.
Infinity
That shit gave me a
Ride,
thrill.
made by Dutch
I'm not doing
manufacturer
that.
KMG. You may remember this ride from my 20 insane and unique carnival rides video, but for those of you who've never heard of it, I'll sum it up. This one-of-a-kind flat ride was first built by Dutch manufacturer
Yeah, that shit looks
KMG
pretty
in
sick. That shit looks like
2016.
Wonder Woman
This
from Six
monstrous
Flags.
ride
But
stands
that
at a
shit go
staggering
way too high.
213 feet tall, or 65 meters in metric terms. This
That
makes it
shit,
the
that
tallest
should be
portable looping
trippy
ride
though.
in existence. Riders sit at the bottom of a massive
If some shit
arm
get
and
loose,
are
bro,
hoisted
you
into the air
gone.
while rotating sideways. As you can
I
imagine,
love Wonder
the
Woman
cost
from
of
Six Flags,
G-forces
but that shit
achieved
is
at the bottom
scary.
of the descent
If you actually
is
think about it.
insanely intense. So much so that German regulations prohibit the ride from making more than one complete rotation. Nevertheless, the hang time you'll get at over 200
I haven't even listened to
feet is
this
flat out surreal, and just one rotation is more than enough to be memorable. Number 6, Giant Canyon Swing at Colorado's Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. With each swing, passengers are launched higher and higher into the air. Seats facing the edge of the cliff.
That's what I would not. But
while sitting away from the edge ironically gives a
got
more
a
terrifying
freaking
view.
selfie
This ride
cam,
is
whatever
both
that shit's
exciting and
called.
fear-inducing no matter what city you're in, and is a must-have addition for any thrill seeker's bucket list. Number 5. The SCAD Freefall at South Africa's Orlando Towers. In case you haven't heard of these rides, SCAD Towers are full-fledged stuntman experiences. At least that's how I describe them. The acronym itself stands for Suspended Catch Air Device. From personal experience, I can say the SCAD Tower is by far the scariest ride I've ever been on. But out of the few of these rides,
did it drop your ass?
only one truly stands out. This one can be found at the Orlando Towers in Johannesburg, South Africa. Located inside a former coal plant cooling tower, guests start off boarding a metal platform and being lifted into the air. As the platform goes up, so does a large net. After reaching the top, guests are hooked up to a cord and lowered below the platform. With the use of a release mechanism, a park employee releases the cable, sending guests
Yeah, that shit looks
downward
pretty
with
lit.
no cords.
Actually,
After what feels like terminal velocity, guests hit the net, which is specifically designed to cushion the fall.
but you
as
probably
much
feel like
as
you're about to
possible.
die,
Guests
bro.
will drop over
You're falling straight.
131 feet into the net below. As you can imagine, the drop down feels much longer than it actually is. And the fact that it's inside a cooling tower makes it that much more surreal.
That shit looks
A
pretty
fall like
sick.
This is not for the faint of heart. If
I
you
would
think
do
you
that
can
one.
handle it, the Orlando Towers await you. Number 4, Zumanjaro Drop of Doom at
What
New
the-
Jersey's Six Flags Great Adventure. In 2005, Six Flags stunned the amusement industry by opening Kingda Ka at an impressive 456
that
feet
shit looks
tall. This
sick.
accelerator broke the record for the tallest roller coaster on Earth.
Where the
A
fuck
record
is that?
still in the Six Flags Great Adventure. In
gonna look that shit up
2005,
later.
Six Flags stunned the amusement industry by opening Kingda Ka at an impressive 456
That shit
feet
looks
tall.
fire,
This
bro.
accelerator broke the record for the tallest roller coaster on Earth, a record it still carries to this day. As if it wasn't already jaw-dropping enough, the coaster's manufacturer managed to take it to the next level. A year after installing drop
these
towers
boys
on
are
Edge
lit.
Mountain, Superman Escape from Krypton.
Hey,
Swiss
bro, you that
manufacturer
shit high as a
installed
bitch.
another
The
3
fuck's with
drop
that?
towers on Kingda Ka's structure.
Monday.com is a platform
Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hey,
From content creation and strategic planning to content.
The result is
Damn.
Zumanjaro Drop of Doom, the world's tallest drop tower experience. Each one stands at an incredible 415 feet in the air. After boarding,
Hey, yo,
guests
that shit looks
swiftly
sick.
to the top. Just when you think you're about to hit max height, it keeps going and going and going until you eventually reach the peak.
I don't know how
Upon
tall the
reaching
one
the
is.
highest point, riders
The
will be
Six Flags
stopped
of
at
Great
the
America,
top,
whichever one.
possibly allowing for a
Over
few
here in San
seconds
Jose,
to
on
rethink
Santa
your
Clara.
life
That
decision.
shit's
Before
pretty
you
high
know
too.
it, you'll be plummeting towards the bottom, gaining more momentum as you descend. As it picks up speed, you may feel like you're going to crash into the ground, but before you know it, the brakes will kick in, and you'll be sitting in your chair with a look on your
That's a
face
lot
that
of
has
freaking
holy
trust in them brakes.
all over it. Number 3, Pterodactyl at Colorado's Cave
Y'all
of
hear
the
that
Winds
shit?
Mountain
About
Park.
to take off
Ever
right now.
wanted to jump off a cliff without dying? The Cave of the Winds is the place to be. Located in the town of Manitou Springs, this park offers tours of its titular cave, as well as a zip line and even a cliffside ropes course. But by far its most thrilling attraction is the recently added Pterodactyl. This swinging freefall ride is nothing short of psychotic.
That's just holding by a
After boarding and
string?
being strapped
Or
in, your seat will
barely a
slowly
wire?
face downwards, bringing you face to face with the inevitable drop. All of a sudden, you'll find find yourself
You got me fucked up. That shit barely.
100 miles per hour.
That shit had like
This
one
freefall sensation gives
rope
the
or whatever
illusion
that's
of
just
falling to your
holding
feet,
to it.
but the cable above
One-
will quickly
one
swing
cable?
back upwards. The fun doesn't stop
You
there,
got
though,
me
as you'll
fucked
swing
up.
back and forth over the deep chasm with the wind in your face and your sense of composure possibly
I would
in the way.
never.
If you hate big drops and
You gotta be
somehow still
smart.
insist on
That shit
riding
is
this,
stupid
you
as-
better bring a clean pair of underpants.
Stupidest shit
Because
ever.
things may end up messier than the second season of True Detective. Number 2, Falcon's Fury at Florida's Busch Gardens, Tampa. One
Look,
thing's
another
for sure
drop.
with this ride, it ain't your grandmother's drop tower. Oftentimes when I get into a debate on what the best drop tower on earth is, this ride comes up on more than one occasion.
The other one was
Also,
higher.
Landsman, this prototype model is officially known as a sky jump. Ordinarily, drop towers would simply plunge passengers from the top. But something else happens that takes this Falcon's fear factor from a 10 to
Oh, you don't know
11.
when it's dropped?
Upon reaching the peak, passengers are slowly tilted backwards into a face-down position, with only the restraints to keep them from falling to the ground. After what feels
Yo.
like ages of anticipation, the clutch is released. Passengers plunge downwards back to Earth. Just
Hey, yo,
seconds
that's
before
just
reaching the
sick,
bottom,
too.
seats swing back into a sit-down
That
position.
shit's not as high, but that shit looks
Contemplate what
sick.
they just rode. It may not be the tallest drop tower on Earth, but many agree that its tilting seats make it even scarier than Sumo.
Hey, that little
For
shit looks
those of you in
sick.
Europe, you can get a taste of this ride at Sweden's Groenland. Here you can find a smaller but still amazing sky jump named Icaros. Hopefully we'll get to see more sky jumps pop up, because these things are, in the words of this generation, totally lit. At long last we've come to number
It's
1,
so lit.
which is every single ride at Las Vegas, Nevada's Stratosphere. World famous among thrill seekers, the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino features an amusement park on top of the building at around 1,000 feet in the air. Over the years, the park has
That's
added
already a
variety
fucked
of
up idea.
attractions to take full advantage of its mind-blowing height. Among those still operating are the following.
Ooh.
First, there's Big Shot, an S&S space shot ride that launches riders over 1,000 feet into the sky. On its own, it's far from the tallest drop tower, but the view from the top is perhaps the scariest of all
Hey, that
time.
shit probably looks
Next is
sick.
Insanity, a flat ride
That shit I
spins
wouldn't
riders
do. The other
above
one,
the
if you
Vegas
fall-
Strip as they face the
You know how
ground.
fall-
This photogenic ride is
I
so
would not do
unbelievably
this one.
insane. It's featured in more YouTube thumbnails than
Yeah, what the
anything
fuck?
stand
You're
out.
just trying to
Riders will
die.
rotate around the center
Well, you're
axis
just
for
going in
repeat,
circles. Might as well
but
go
we
to a
spotted out
different
various
amusement
four-letter
park.
words in the process. Perhaps even scarier than this ride is X-Scream, an astoundingly horrifying
Bro,
ride
whose
that sends
fucking
a
idea
train
is
full
this,
of
bro?
passengers
Who
off
thought
the
this would be a
edge of
great
the
idea?
hanging them in place before
I wanna
sending
know
them
how many
back to the
people
boarding station. It looks like something straight out
have
of a
passed
clickbait
away.
thumbnail, but rest assured, this one is real, and you'd be hard pressed to find a ride that's
Bro,
scarier
one
than
little
this.
fucked up
It
shit,
looks as if there's nothing
they-
to stop it from plummeting to the ground, but like I've said before, the magic of engineering is in full effect. Finally,
Them
the
engineers
Skyjump
got-
Las Vegas. This
they
is
put a
bungee
lot of
jump
money
esque
into
ride
them,
experience
lot
that
of
drops
trust.
riders hundreds of feet to the ground on a controlled high-speed
What the
wire.
fuck?
Notable
Was it
enthusiast
YouTube?
Taylor Bybee of
Did
Coastal
she make that
Studios
YouTube
had
video?
this to say about it. Holy crap! And that pretty much sums up
Oh,
the
this
strategy.
guy.
It's further proof that
Bro, you
Vegas
gotta be
is much
fucked
more
like
than
think I'ma
slot
go on that
machines and
shit.
ending up on the roof after your bachelor party. It's chock full of unique experiences. And if you're a thrill seeker, the Stratosphere is a must-do. Before we wrap
Hell
things
nah,
up,
that's
I
just
just want to give a
stupid.
special shout out to my new Patreon
Hey,
supporters.
shout me out real
Verbal
quick.
shout outs start at the gold tier,
That's
so if
top
you
tier?
don't hear your name, it will be listed at the end of the video. Here is a special shout out to Blake Caracca, Phoenix
Bro, where the fuck's the
1022,
video
Blue
at?
Ridge Mountain Plumbing,
That's still
Pokin
talking.
Romp,
With that shit was crazy. You got me flooded through thing on one of like those crazy ones on top of buildings and shit. You got me. But without further ado, we out. But hit that subscribe, hit that like button, going crazy. But that shit was a lit ass video. I might do like the top 10, like where they had like the craziest accidents. If y'all show love to the video. Without further ado, we out.